What's up YouTube, Adam here, and in this video I am bringing you episode 3 of the top 10 awesome tech accessories. Now as you can see in this one I have got loads and loads of things to show you. Now if you haven't seen the other two that come before this, please do check out the links in the video description. There's another 20 or 30 products in those ones that are just as good as the ones you're going to see inside this video. Also, if you want to buy any of these products, I've created all of the links as to where you can purchase them down in the video description, so please do go ahead and check that out. Now first up, and this is one of my favorites, this is the Leitz Icon Smart Labeling System. Now it sounds kind of boring, but if you're like me with amazing OCD and you like all of your packages to look great with the labeling, and you also like to label up all of your cables under your desk, your power cables, your screen cables, your USB cables, everything like that, this thing can do an absolutely incredible job of it. Now as you can see here, you can also get a removable battery for it as well. So if you wanted to take this to a trade show, for example, you wanted to take it out on the road and print cards, visitor badges, anything like that at all, you can do that whether it's plugged in or whether it's not. There's a great iPhone app for it as well, so you can go ahead and create all of your different types of labels on there, and they come out very, very smart and professional indeed. So whether you're an organisation or whether you're a private individual and you just want to have everything neat and tidy, this is an absolutely incredible product and I use it all the time. Loads and loads of different cartridges are available for it, very, very easy to interchange, all in different colours, shapes, sizes and materials. And like I say, the iPhone app for it really is spectacular, and there's also an app for Mac and Windows as well, so absolutely everything can be done with this, and I find it a phenomenal product. Now next up, this is a little bit of a different one. This is the BACtrack smartphone breathalyzer, and also the individual breath alcohol detector. Now it is pretty obvious what these things are. They are for testing the alcohol on your breath. Now for me, if you're going to drink, don't drive. Simple as that. Leave it 24 hours. But if, for example, you've been drinking on holiday and you've been back a couple of days and you want to just make sure that you've got nothing in your system, this is a great way to do it. Now there is an individual little product that I just showed you, but there is also this one which connects up to your smartphone via a smartphone app, and this really is an incredible bit of kit. It's phenomenal to see things like this available to the general public on the market today to make sure that everyone is just about as safe as they can possibly be. Now this is the little breathalyzer unit itself. There's an application that is available on the Android App Store and also the iOS App Store as well, and it's a very, very simple thing to use. All you do is connect it up via Bluetooth, very, very easy. Blow into the unit itself for a few seconds and it goes away and analyzes completely your breath and it tells you exactly how much alcohol content you've got in your system, and you can even play a little game with it and guess as well. Now I don't drink, so you can see mine is 0, so that is definitely an accurate result, but it also tells you when you will be sober by it as well, which is a great little thing to use. Now next up we have some new products from Logitech. We've got the M535 Bluetooth mouse. We've also got the K380 multi-device keyboard as well. Now the mouse itself, very, very nice and ergonomic. These come in at great price points as well. Very attractive little units as well. Now the keyboard I really love, and I've actually been using one similar to this for a long time. The great thing about this, the real USP, is that you can connect it to up to 3 Bluetooth devices without having to disconnect it and reconnect it all the time. There's 3 buttons on the top of the keyboard, obviously labelled 1, 2 and 3, and you could have, for example, your iPad connected, your iPhone and also your computer as well, and very easily just switch between all of those different devices. Now the keyboard is very tactile, it's a nice shape, a nice size, the keys feel extremely nice as well, and overall yet again a great product from Logitech. They never ever cease to amaze me with the actual greatness of the products that they bring out. They all work really well, they're all very reliable, and again this one is definitely no different. The mouse, a nice little mouse, definitely a great one for taking on the road, for putting in your rucksack, for example, along with your laptop and just connecting up straight away to your laptop. This is a nice little ergonomic unit, works great, very precise as well I found, so a nice product again from Logitech. Now again from Logitech, this is their Block system. Now this particular one is for the iPad Air 2, although they are available for different devices as well. And this is a keyboard along with a case, along with a stand. So this is really 3 completely separate products all in one. Now the keyboard itself runs via Bluetooth and the batteries are all included, and they last literally for about 3 to 4 months, so no problems with that. You've also got the Block protective case as well for the iPad, which can be completely separated from the keyboard if you just want to carry it around individually, and this offers really incredible protection to your iPad, just about the best protection that you're going to get. I'd imagine that even if you drop this from quite a height onto a corner, it would be absolutely fine. Now integrated into the back of that case is also a kickstand as well, so you can use this with or without the keyboard, no problem whatsoever, and it will make sure that you've got your iPad at a good angle for working on. And again, this is a really nice product from Logitech. The keyboard itself, very tactile, obviously never as nice as a proper full-size keyboard, but just about as good as you're going to possibly get for a keyboard the size of this that connects up nicely to your iPad. Now, like I say, this does come in a whole range of different versions for different products, but they all have cutouts for the relevant areas as well, so you're going to have no problem getting access to the camera, to the lightning connector or the headphone jack, for example. And like I say, great protection, great functionality with that keyboard, and a joy to use. Now, next up from a company called Divoom, I think it's Divoom, maybe Divoom, I'm not too sure. And here we've got the Aura Box and also the VoomBox as well. Now, I hadn't actually heard of this company before they sent out these products to me, but I really have been impressed with the build quality and innovation built into them. Now, this one, the VoomBox, this is quite a substantial unit. When you pick it up, it's extremely heavy and really does ooze premium quality. You've got the ability to do hands-free phone calls on here as well, all Bluetooth connected as well as auxiliary, and this thing sounds incredible as a Bluetooth speaker. Now, next up we have this device, and I love this. I've actually got this as a permanent fixture on my desk now, as you'll see in some upcoming room tours, and it's a speaker on the back, as well as having this really nice lighting interface on the front. Now, there's an application for your phone, so you can go through this and set up all different kinds of custom lighting for the front of it. There's loads built in. You can have an Android, for example, or you can go ahead to the design gallery and generate your own. It's completely up to you. Inbuilt into it is loads and loads of normal ones, and on top of that, it even flashes up with all of your most common notifications, which I think is very innovative indeed, and it looks great just sitting on the desk. Bluetooth speaker as well round on the back. Now, this obviously is not the best sounding speaker that you're gonna hear in your life, but for the size it does kick out a decent sound, all connected up via micro USB, and this thing lasts for quite some time once it's been charged. Now, next up we have the Dazz Knee Showtime P3 action camera. Now, obviously there is a standout leader in this market, but they are very expensive to get a decent quality one. This thing comes in at a great price point and goes all the way up to 1080p at 60 frames per second. And the thing I really liked about this particular product is it includes the most ridiculous amount of accessories. Now, most people are quite tight when it comes to the accessories, and you've got to go out and purchase them separately, and it really does add on quite a lot to the overall price of the product. This thing, very waterproof down to 20 meters. All of the actual clips and everything are all the standard sort of clip that we see with other products, and it's a nice little camera. It's a great form factor. It's got an LCD screen built in onto the back of it, a very intuitive menu system, and the video quality not too bad either. Now, on top of this, there's also an iPhone app as well as an Android app. So once you've actually got this thing all set up and configured and you've turned on the Wi-Fi, you can just go ahead, connect to the Wi-Fi network that it actually generates, and you've got full remote control functionality over this little camera. Now, like I say, for the price point, this really is incredible functionality to have built in. You can set up all of the configuration on here. You can define all of the resolution, whether you're taking pictures or video, the rotation, absolutely anything you want. And this will also go up to 120 frames per second at 720p as well. Now, next up, one of my favourite companies and a great product from them, Anker. Love the way that they present their products, and I love the fact that they're so careful about the way that they give you the product inside the box and make sure that you're happy with it. They even include a card in there to say, are you happy? And if you're not, you can very easily report that. Now, this is a 14-watt solar charger with all of the USB connectivity built in, and this thing in not necessarily harsh sunlight, but just some kind of light going on outside, as long as it's not too to overcast will easily charge up one or possibly even two devices with that 14 watts. Now, incredible build quality as you've come to expect from Anker. I've tried it out and what a great product. You know, if you're on holiday, for example, and you don't necessarily want to constantly be recharging portable batteries, why bother when this thing can just sit next to your bed chair and you can just charge up all your devices on the fly completely free of charge thanks to the sun. Now, next up, a product from KitSound, and Kit are actually making a huge amount of incredible products. You've got KitSound that make all of their audio accessories, and they've also got other companies as well that make a whole bunch of accessories and other items as well. Now, this is their KitSound headphones. These are completely Bluetooth, so you don't have to have any cable for this whatsoever. Chargeable via micro USB, and some very nice functionality as well on the side of the earpiece. Very comfortable. These are an on-ear style, so quite small and very, very compact when you want to carry them around. And the sound quality, I'm not just saying this, I was blown away. Because they're so small and the price point is so good, I did not expect them to sound this way in any way whatsoever. Now, the Clash Evolution Bluetooth headphones are definitely not of the highest build quality that you will ever find, but by far and away good enough to last you a very, very long time. And the battery lasting up to 10 hours. Now, here we go, and we're on to one of my favourite subjects, and something I'm going to cover a lot more of on the TieBox123 channel, and that is these drones. Now, as you guys know, I've got a DJI Phantom, but I've also been looking around for some of these. Now, these are extremely cheap drones that you can buy from a company called GearBest, and I'm going to leave links down in the video description, and they come in at ridiculously cheap price points. All of them include the hand control, and just look at how complex that hand control is. It's got every bit of functionality on there that you could imagine, and this one comes in at about $40 or about £25, believe it or not. It's absolutely incredible. Everything you need to fly is all included in the box. You don't need to buy any extras, and everything charges via a actual little USB connector that you can plug straight into your computer or a portable battery or something like that. Now, I'm going to leave some videos at the end of this video that show how these things fly, but let's move on to the next one. This is a tiny little hexacopter. So this is almost the little sister to the one we just looked at, and this thing is tiny. It's very difficult to get any idea as to how tiny it is unless you've got something to compare it against, but look at that. It literally fits in the palm of your hand. 6 propellers, battery lasts for about 5 minutes, and I'm in love with this thing. This is my favourite drone, and you can put it next to its big brother there and just look at the difference. It absolutely towers over it. And this little drone, believe it or not, is $18 or £12. Again, comes complete with the little remote controller, and this thing is actually quite easy to fly. The bigger brother is definitely a little bit more difficult to fly. It's got a lot more power, and you can do a lot more with it, and all of these do stunts as well, so these will flip left and right and up and down and all sorts. Now, next up, this is the Aventry Powerhouse, and I'm not going to talk about this because I'm going to send you over to Dave at Geekanoids, who's got a great review video on this, so I'll leave a link to his video down in the video description below, but I love this product. Now, next up, another product from Kit. This is in their Kit Vision range, and this is the Edge Action Camera, and I've really been blown away with this thing. This is a great price point. Love the presentation as always from Kit, and this thing, the waterproof casing, it doesn't do 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters. It does 100 meters. Now, you're only really allowed to dive in terms of leisure diving down to about 30 or 40 meters, so it shows you just how incredible this casing is on this camera. You could probably hang like a string off of it or something like that and drop it down to some crazy depths. It really is an incredible bit of kit, no pun intended with the brand name. Now, this thing goes up to 1080p. Great little camera. It's got a little LCD display on the back of it. This is not the best screen in the world. You're not going to get great clarity out of this, but at least it shows you what you're looking at, which is quite often a difficult thing with some of the other products that don't have the screen on it. You've really got to kind of guess what you're looking at, whereas this gives you a great idea of exactly what you're looking at. Another nice thing with this, it does come with the tripod mount included. Ordinarily you'd have to go out and buy a little separate attachment for that, but this is all included. You've got mini USB, you've also got micro HDMI. You can also put audio into this and AV out, and it all records onto a micro SD card. Now next up, we've also got yet another drone. This is the Orbit Cam XL. Now this is a little bit different to the previous ones. This is not quite as budget as those items, and when you actually look at it and feel it, you can tell it's slightly more of a premium product. Now again, this comes completely ready to fly. You're gonna have no issues flying this one whatsoever. This is very easy to fly. However, you do have different modes, so if you want to step it up as you become more confident, you can do that and get faster and more active movements. And this one even includes a little camera as well, so you can put in a micro SD card and you can record onto that and take pictures as well, all controlled via this incredible little remote control. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do go ahead and hit that like button if you want me to do more videos in the top 10 accessories range that I've been doing already. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya.